Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, John.
Well, thank you, Ernie. It's been a long time coming. Only 17 months of hours and hours a day of work. A roller coaster ride with scary things all the way. But finally, as of Monday, it happened, and here we are. So, thank you for being here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hello, I'm Kim Nagy, the co-editor of Dead and Good Company, and we're here at Bigelow Chapel on August 9th at Mount Auburn Cemetery. We're very happy to be here, and it's been a great honor to be part of this entire process.
And there it is.
Great photographers here. So.
Yeah, wow.
Go in and take a look.
Yeah, that air. Sultry air. I love it. Okay, Bill.
John.
On the north side of the pike.
Which town is that?
Warren.
How far? I don't know that.
It's past, beyond Sturbridge, between Palmer's and Sturbridge.
Oh, so it's way out. Oh, okay.
Every time I've driven out this summer, I've seen them.
Every time. Oh, so it's right up here, thanks.
I just thought you left it out.
No, thank you. I wish it were closer, because the chance of getting out that far is very slim. You know, but you never can tell.
Yeah.
All right.
Only got 3 left, and then we'll go do it in the crowd.
Oh, this is the one that Gary.
Sounds great.
She's in the front.
Say hello. Say hi, Ernie. How you doing?
Now I got it on.
The answer is
Yes? Yes.
I got you from up above.
You did?
Oh, sure, from heaven up above.
From heaven above, huh?
Yeah, he was at Paul Calusti in
Medford High School.
Yeah, the only guy from Medford that speaks today with a British accent.
Exactly.
Mosquito Coast.
He just wrote a review and as always, he talks about himself.
Do it together.
So much fun.
Okay.
Where do we start? We're here?
Yeah, I don't want to cut into it.
She's a Broadway actress.
We're gonna fight over it, okay?
Actually, there are 4.
Oh, there's nothing.
I want to start. I'm Dave Barnett, president of Mount Auburn Cemetery, and I want to welcome you all here for this very special occasion to start with. And first and foremost, I want to thank John and Kim for pulling this fabulous book together and this amazing collection of stories. What did you, I think you said it was 17 months ago, John? We started
5 years ago when I first
Yeah, it was
talked
5 years ago we talked about it. But this has been a long time coming, and it's just been fabulous for me to see John and Kim pull it together. Before they're about to come up, each speak, about the process. Before we do that, I just want to thank all of you who also had a role and who wrote something in this book or took the amazing collection of photographs that are in the book. It's just been really gratifying for me as president here at Mount Auburn to read so many amazing, so many wonderful stories and all your thoughts about what Mount Auburn means to you. And it's really been gratifying and a lot of fun, frankly, to read what's been pulled together in this book. As I said wrote in the foreword to the book, it's nice to have so many friends. So it's nice to have so many of you here today, that's for sure. John and Kim said that in August we wouldn't get that many people because everybody's on vacation, so I guess you were wrong. Yeah. But we're glad that so many of you did come. But also, as I said before I turn it over to John, in the foreword I also wrote that our founders, Mount Auburn Cemetery's founding fathers in 1831, had really an amazing vision, a very bold and creative, innovative vision to create a place that would serve the important functions of a cemetery, be burial and commemoration, but at the same time be designed to be a beautiful, inspirational place. That was new in this country. Nothing like this existed in 1831. It obviously worked. 184 years later, we think we're still following that. Mount Auburn has really led the whole rural cemetery movement that led to public parks. We didn't have Central Park and Emerald Necklace back in places like that. So it's really worked. We recently redid our mission statement, or we're in a strategic planning process here at Mount Auburn, and as part of that, we revisited the mission statement, and we boiled it down to these words, that Mount Auburn Cemetery inspires all who visit, comforts the bereaved, and commemorates the dead in a landscape of exceptional beauty. And I think what I saw and read of what so many of you wrote, it appears that we're hitting those buttons, all of those buttons, and still doing that after all these years. Now, nowhere in that mission statement, what I just read, doesn't say anything about birds and wildlife. But I assure you that for as long as I've been here, 22 years now, as started as director of horticulture, we've always had as an ongoing strategy an important set of goals annually to try to find ways to enhance the wildlife habitat value of Mount Auburn. And we think it's very compatible and goes hand in hand with being an inspiring landscape and an inspiring place in general and a beautiful place. So it goes just fine with what our upper highest level mission is. So I'm just so pleased that the book has been accomplished, it has been launched, it is being launched today. So without further ado, I'd like to, I think, first ask John to come. Is that right? John is going to...